Hi guys, welcome to my channel, 10 Tips to Big Tips. And most people know me in the community as Miss Tammy, which Tammy, is my name that my family's always called me. Also, the community at large, also nationally and internationally, knows me also as Honey. Miss Honey, Honey So Sweet. So Tammy Terrific and Honey So Sweet, which I do have other channels. But I started this particular channel specifically because if you're here, welcome. Make certain that you subscribe and thumbs this up. Also share the content that I'll be posting on this channel. Make certain that you share it with anybody in the industry, restaurant industry, fast food. It could be drinks. It could be any industry where you're servicing another person. And for me, I am an expert in serving in hospitality. I am certified in hospitality, and also my education is a background from university, a culmination of University of Phoenix, as well as Wright State University in communications, as well as the arts, as well as you can tell. I love arts, so all areas of arts, from dancing to acting to theater, which is acting, music, as well as visual art, which is drawing. So anyway, that's a little bit of my background. But the reason that you come to this channel, whether you're a student, you're fresh out of high school, you're still in high school, and you're working at a fast food restaurant, which years ago, my first fast food job was Casano's Pizza at 15. So I enjoyed making pizzas and helping see people, making people happy. So, fast forward 4 decades later, telling my age, I become an expert. And the reason that I am doing this, and that's the book. I wrote this little, it's like a little, some people call it like a Bible, if you will. Like, and it says like here, 10 tips to big tips. These are tips in this book. Simple, easy, you can apply. The first day you get this in your hand and you take it to work, you can apply this. And I promise you, your tips, if you're making $1 to $2 tips, $2, $3 tips, $4 tips, they will go to solid $5 tips. Those tips will go to solid $10. Those $10 will flip into 20. Those 20s will flip to 50s and hundreds. So, depending on, you apply these tips in this book. So I wrote this, and then I had this book made. So now it's available for you to have, to stick in your back pocket. This is my passport. It's the same size, we'll put it this way, exact same size as my passport, guys. That's why I put on here, that's my passport. That's why I put on here, your passport, to big tips. Your passport to big tips. Because it is literally, the tips were so simple and easy. And plus in this booklet, I give each of you quotes to live by. If you don't have any quotes, if you yourself haven't developed your own thoughts in regards to what does it mean to you to serve people? How do you want to be treated? And when you go out and pay your good hard-earned money, to have a meal and a good meal, I don't care where you go. You want excellent service because, this is a free tip that I'm about to give you guys. This is an invaluable tip that you must always remember. And I'm not charging you for this tip like the ones that are in this book, but it's a load of stuff in this book that's going to help you get to a lot of this. So, and don't let nobody think that serving doesn't pay. You can make a really good living off of serving if you know what to do and how to do it. But, one critical tip, like I say, and it's a free tip, is that just think about this. You have an opportunity to change someone's life, okay? And I'm going to be not bold in any way, but accurate with sharing this information. I just took a moment of thought because it's not perplexing for me. It's actually awe-inspiring. And I just simply thank God for it because I'm like, wow. It's like a wow moment, like, wow. Wow, really? So when someone at any restaurant hands you more money than what they paid for the food, now hear that out now. They paid for their meal, but they're giving you more money than they paid for their food. That piece of information right there I'm just gave that to y'all. I did not charge for y'all. I should be charging you for that information. Because if you, once it sinks into your head that somebody actually gave me a $50 bill and they only paid $10 for their meal. Need I say more? Okay, on that note, if you want this book, visit 10tipstobigtips.com. Okay? And it is, let me see. I got some pens here. Of course, I'm surrounded by markers and pens at all times because I'm always doodling or drawing. But I'm going to write down I could just pop it up on there. I got a little. Okay, I'm going to write it down and I'm going to put it on the screen. And it'll be in the, of course, down below. But 10 tips to big, let's see, I'm sorry y'all, this is like uncut, unedited. 10, I'm just making sure you get to the right place. Well, go figure, these are too small. Okay, let me see if I got a backup of note card because I got a lot of my drawings on here on these things. Let's see if one is blank. It's not bloody like come through. And I like doing things like, you know, on the fly. I like, you know, everything doesn't have to be added to perfection in my life. I like things like that has surprises, if you will. There's some of my drawings I like to do, but anyway. Let me write this out. 10 tips to But yeah, I thank you so much for, you know, stopping by my channel and clicking on this particular channel. Because evidently, if you're in you're in the restaurant business, maybe it's a sister, a brother, a parent, like anybody, it doesn't matter. You know, I've worked with, you know, individuals that were already retired and they were just doing it for extra side money or just to add to their savings. So this applies to everyone, A to Z. And, you know, food makes the world go round. Without food, nobody's doing nothing, okay, on the planet? Okay, 10 tips to big tips. .com. Pretty much looks like that. 10 tips to bigtips.com. More likely all lowercase except for the numeral 10. So go visit the website. Send me your information via Cash App. You can pay for the book, which is $11.99. It was going to be $9.99, but the printer wants a little more money because of all of COVID. So, you know, I have to charge what the printer wants. So you guys can get the little passport to Big Tips. So anyway, when you visit the website, my website, and please know that this video here is introductory. So, and I'm not doing no editing. So you might see family members coming and going. You might hear things. So it is what it is. This is real life, okay? It's not a, you know, infomercial by a multi-million-dollar restaurant. It's just me. And you're covered in snow. And, you know, sharing with you guys. So again, this content is introductory. Introducing you guys to 10 tips to big tips for anybody in the restaurant industry, in the fast food industry, any industry where there's food, and in exchange for that food, you have people that want to eat and pay for their food. When people see me on the job or other coworkers and they're like, wow, like, how are you taking home that much money every day? It's in this book. So if you want to know, you want to have this book handy in your back pocket while you're working, because this will fit in your back pocket, or like in my other job, we have the little apron with the pouches. It'll pop right in there. You know, it's no bigger than an average cell phone. Actually, it's smaller. So yeah, it's the same exact size as my passport, and it's simple, easy to grab, go, and all the content is in here. Is, you know, to help you, you know, and key things to remember, as well as quotes to help you, you know, understand your role and your place when it comes to families, to loved ones, to husband and wives, you know, because, you know, there's key elements when it comes to, you know, and reasons why we eat, when we eat, how we eat, especially here in America. And also, speaking of that, which there will be a separate video that I will post, or content for companies, whether you're national, like local here in America, which I'm currently at the moment, but I will be traveling internationally, or it may be a restaurant in Australia, a restaurant in Canada. It could be a restaurant, you know, in England, or a restaurant in Africa. It could be, you know, restaurants in Argentina, you know, wherever you feel I could help you. Because one thing that I did when I first went to my company, the restaurant that I'm currently at, is I increased their profits from day one. And I created a loyalty base, a base of loyalty. So I'm giving this is, and if you guys know, you know, your company wants to reach out to me to come and consult, I will come and consult. And the first day, from day one that I step into that restaurant, I promise you, profits will increase from day one. And from the first day I walked into my company, and they look back at when their profits started changing significantly, was the first day I started work for them. And then over a span of a very short span of 4 to 6 weeks, their profits jumped 13%. And then it goes from, say, let's put it in dollars, okay? Your company's making $8,000 to $9,000, $10,000 a month. And then within like 6 to 8 weeks, it jumps to $30,000 a month or more. Then you need my consultation. And it's not just for the money. Please understand that. Because I do what I do whether I get a tip or not. And that's something that, you know, I'm vehement with it, if that's the correct word. I'm just absolutely, you know, critical to put that in our heads, that what I offer, whether you get paid or not, because there's more that goes on besides money. You know, if you Google my reviews, I don't know if any servers, or if you guys if you're specifically named in the Google reviews. You know, I get, you know, people come say, hey, I heard about you, or I read about you in the Google reviews. Now, if you're personally getting put into Google reviews, then you're doing a lot of things right. You're doing a lot of things right that I don't have to, like, basically help you out with. I mean, to be honest, this book increased that, but key critical things. And I'll be making more content to point out, you know, some of the things that will be helpful for you, you know, and to help you basically be the best that you can be to get to big tips. And everything starts with this book, because I can't be everywhere. So the book can be, the book can be, you can't ship me in the mail and package me up to, you know, hundreds and thousands of people or millions of people. But 10 tips to big tips, it can go out that many, okay? And again, for any restaurants, you know, and throughout America right now, I have what is called the COVID recovery profits. COVID recovery profits. Just go to 10 tips to bigtips.com, 10 tips to bigtips.com, and contact me, reach me, and we'll set you up. You know, if you want to consult, you can pay the consulting fee, which is my fee to share the information with you to increase your bottom line, your profits, to recover from COVID, as well as to continue to, you know, increase your profits for your company. But not only that, to create a wonderful and unforgettable establishment. But I'm getting ready to close out this video in about 1 minute. So, but I do want you to share this with your company, family owned businesses, corporations, maybe they could use it. I don't know. It's up to them. They're going to call their own shots, but a lot of family mom and pop restaurants is taking a hit, and during COVID, this is the key. This is the key, because your server, your guest attendants, your greeters, your hostesses, they have an opportunity to make big tips. I don't care who's coming in contact with with your guests, your dining guests, your customers. This book is going to make all the difference. Also, me in person coming into your restaurant, showing, I will first observe how all your servers, guest attendants, and hosts are performing. And from there, I can critique and show them, and then they can get the book and apply it and watch profits flip. And not just profits, watch what you do to human beings. Watch what you do to families and loved ones. Watch what happens. It's a whole transformation. So again, this is an introduction to 10 Tips to Big Tips. And thank you for stopping by and visiting. And again, this is, if you're in the restaurant industry, fast food industry, any industry that helps feed America and feed the world, whether it's feed Africa, feed Australia, feed Canada, feed South America, feed Mexico, you want this book. And especially for Americans, then you know exactly what is critical and what makes Americans start throwing money at you. I'm going to leave it at this. I have my precious guests, which I want to thank and love. I love all of them, and I thank all of them. They start to open up their wallets and hand me money before I even do anything. So they walk through the restaurant, the first thing they do after they pay, or even sometimes before they pay, they're reaching in their wallet and giving me $20 just by seeing me. So, and everybody at my job wonders why I'm walking out and leaving out after just 4 hours of work every single day with big tips. All right, if you want to know too, it's in this book. Some of the tips are in this book, and actually I got key critical tips in this book. So make sure you visit www.10tipstobigtips.com, and you'll see my picture on there. It's on there, and actually the picture that's on there with this book that you see in front of you, all that money that you see, that's a one-day tip. Those are all my tips in one day. So I'm just, keeping it honest and keeping it, organically and real as possible. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate each of you. If you have any comments, please leave them below. If you want to contact me, you will see in the description box all my contact information and the website. And I'm using Cash App right now, and any other forms of payment, whether it's PayPal or any other way or cash payment, I'll have a mailing address for you. However you want to pay, that's no problem. We can get that connected, and we can get your book to you. So, yeah, thank you so much for stopping by 10 Tips to Big Tips. This is an intro, and I will be making more content in regards to questions you may have, or if you reach out to me and you have other, just other questions pertaining to the book or to serving. And again, if you have a restaurant or if you're a restaurant owner, please contact me if you feel that, you need that COVID recovery profits help. I could be a key critical component to your bottom line and get you out of the red and into the black and gold. Big tips to big tips. All right. Thank you for stopping by. I'll see y'all on the next vlog.